ranking the 30 most interesting food and drink mascots I could find on this little tier list. I made this, so you can read the tiers here. I'll read them out for you still if you're what to what. Biggest loss, I instantly die, I lose hard, I lose, we both die, we both live, I win, I usually win, semi-easy win, biggest win, in case you're what to what. So, like I said, I'm just going to be ranking the 30 most interesting food and drink mascots I could find on this tier list to see if I could beat them. So first off is Ronald McDonald. So Ronald McDonald has some magic and intelligence capabilities and stuff. I'd say he'd probably beat me. By the way, this is like a life or death scenario, so I'm not going to be factoring in morals. So he'd probably beat me. It wouldn't be that dry, but he'd beat me. Next up is Burger King. He hasn't done much. He's probably stronger than me, so I'd say I lose. Yeah, next up is Chuck E. Cheese. So, if we're talking about the old incarnation, that might be a little more dry. However, his new form is literally just a mouse. I could beat literally just a mouse. So next up is Captain Crunch. So Captain is a military title. No comment. Next up is the Kool-Aid Man. So you might be thinking I could just punch him really hard. I might get like a few glass bruises in my knuckles. Like either way, he's dead there, because if he's the pitcher, he's shattered, and if he's the liquid, now just like go for a sewage line. But no, you're actually completely wrong, because he is able to survive crashing through walls. I am not going to be able to break him. Next up is the Spong Monkeys. If I see these things, I am running at Mach 10 hours per hour to get away from that thing. I do not care if it chases me down. It will not catch up to me. I am running that fast. We both live. This is not a fight. I am running away from this. Next up is the Jack in the Box guy. So if you don't know, he is actually insanely muscular. He has been shown to do that, and he has been shown to be insanely muscular in the commercials. He would take me. He would absolutely take me, easy. Next up is Wendy. She is an 8-year-old girl. Yeah. I easily take her. Next up is Chester Cheetah. He's a cheetah. He could probably take me. Pretty obvious. So next up is Colonel Sanders. So I'm pretty sure this guy like killed someone one point. I think, I could be wrong, I don't know for sure. But either way, he's an old man. I could take him. He'd get like a punch in on me, but I have the special move of pushing him down the stairs. I think that would make him lose. Next up is the Green Giant. He has been shown to be so big he can literally move the sun and moon like grains of sand. Yeah, I don't think there's much competition here. Next up is the Hussies guy. He became a meme a while back for like trying to track someone down. I think he's just like a big Hussies bar. I just like eat him. He might get a punch in on me. Maybe. I feel like I just eat him though. I feel like I take him. Next up is the Noise. So the Noise is shown to be pretty sore. I could like drop kick him, but he is like but he is shown to be like the classic cartoon character archetype. So when he pulls a 50-foot jackhammer out on me and starts drilling through my organs, I'm probably gonna die. So with me, I got killed by a little soccer ball. Next up is the Peanut guy. He's just like a peanut with a little cane. I could easily just like remove his top hat and his monocle and his cane and then just start eating him. This is like this is easier than a literal mouse. Easy. So next up is whatever their names are, Pop, Quack, and whatever. I'm gonna Google this. Snap, Crackle, and Pop. They're just 5, like, really small elves. They're just really small elves. This is easier than the old man. Next up is the crazy squares, I think is their name. So I'm rushing an entire species, but the thing is, 1, they're really tiny, like they're the size of the cereal, and 2, they actively consume each other. Like, I'm not gonna be doing most of the heavy lifting here by stomping on them. They're gonna be mostly team killing. This is probably like here. It's insanely easy. Next up is Blueberry. So this guy has been shown to be able to sift through materials. He would sift through materials, fly, basic ghost stuff, I think. But being able to sift through materials is insane. He has willing physicalness. I can just turn off the ability to punch him. There was absolutely no way I beat this guy. Also, he's a ghost, so I don't think by definition I could actually beat him. So, also, I'm sorry if a few of my opinions are overlapping with a few other people which have made this type of video. I'm trying to become unique with my characters I've included. So, he's a ghost, so I physically couldn't kill him. And 2, he has the ability to turn off me being able to punch him. At least I have a microscopic chance of being able to beat the giant. I literally physically can't beat this guy. I don't think it's even fair to include him. Next up is Tony the Tiger. He's an insanely buff tiger. I'm cooked. I am cooked. Next up is Count Chocula. He's just like a vampire, I think. I mean, I'd lose. Probably, here. Yeah, he's right there. Next up is Frankenberry. So we don't know much about this guy, but he's shown to be, tanky. So I'd say I probably lose. Next up is Cow. Cows from Taco Bell. It's just 3 cows, I think. We'll just be judging this not by the entire species of cows, and then just, a cow. Could I kill a cow? If I get, a knife, I could kill a cow. Probably not by my bare hands, though. I'd say I probably, I'd beat them. Next up is Lucky. So he's shown to have insane magical abilities. Yeah, I can't win this one. I'd probably put him here because he looks kind of scrawny, but I'm cooked. Next up is Toucan Sam. He's shown to have mild intelligence, but he's a toucan at the end of the day. I kill him. Next up is Coca-Cola polar bears. Again, I'm not going to be judging this by the entire species of an animal. If it's just an animal, they are polar bears. I am not winning that. I am not winning that. Next up is the Nestle bunny. So, I don't know much about some of these mascots, but including this one. But this one, he's a bunny, so he would probably be way faster than me. And 2, he works for Solus Corporation, so I doubt he would have any pity for me, for even factoring in morals. I'd say I could probably. I'd probably take him. Never thinking about he's kind of a bunny. I could probably. Yeah, I take him. Next up is the Sour Patch Kids. So they are children. Here. M&M's. So this is a team attack of a bunch of different characters. Keep in mind, these aren't an entire species. These are a set of distinct characters. So we actually know things about them. So the thing is, I might have a sparring chance, but they could just keep kicking me when I'm on the floor, all of them, and then I'd be screwed. So Yeah, I like here. Yeah. Next up is the Happy Meal guy. The Happy Meal guy is just like a box. It's just a box. I could probably take a box. Next up is Finn. They are quite. Now you might be thinking giant goldfish cracker, or no, they are quite literally the size of normal goldfish crackers. I don't know what to say. I could literally just eat him if I take off his glasses. And last but definitely least is the Pillsbury Dough guy. He is just a little tiny guy with mild elasticity. Hold up, 1 second.
Elasticity.
That. Yeah, so mild, whatever he said. I'd probably want to eat him less than like the Sour Patch guys. It would probably just take longer and not be as tasty. Because he's just like dough. He's literally just living dough. Would it even be safe to eat him? I don't even know. Whatever. I would assume he's like baked dough, maybe. So, probably there. And that is the tier list. And that's the tier list, and now it's time for the awards at the end of the video, which is my staple for some reason. So, my biggest loss is the Blueberry guy, because 1, he's a ghost, so by definition he can't die, and 2, he can just turn off his physicality, like he can literally just phase through any material, so by the time the heat death of the universe happens, he can just turn off his little physicality, and then he'll just be fine. He just won't die through the heat death of the universe. Like, it would be very easy to put the Green Giant here, but you can't compete with physically not being able to die. That's the biggest loss ever. And now, my easiest win, it's between a little girl, a box of Happy Meal, a mouse, a peanut, and a goldfish cracker. Okay, so hear me out. I can't eat the little girl unless I try really hard. I can't eat a Happy Meal box, and also I'm scared of that thing. I can't eat a mouse without getting like 50 diseases. Mr. Peanut has like a bunch of different accessories I'd have to take off first to eat him. So that means my easiest win is Finn with 2 N's from the goldfish crackers. So this is the tier list. And biggest loss, I have Blueberry for physically not being able to die. And I instantly die. I have the Green Giant, the Coca-Cola Bears, Tony the Tiger, the Kool-Aid Man, Lucky the Leprechaun, Jack Box, I think is his name, which is way myself, Captain Crunch, I Lose Hard, the Noid, I keep thinking of Pizza Tower, the Noid, Ronald McDonald, Chester Cheetah, Count Chocula, and I lose. I have Frankenberry, M&M's, and Burger King guy, and we both die. I have no one. I thought I would be able to use that tier, but sadly I didn't get to use it. And we both live. We have the Sprung Monkeys, because I physically just want to fight that thing. And I win. I have the Nestle Bunny, cows from Taco Bell, the Hushy Bar, I think is his name, literally Hushy Bar. And I easily win. We have Colonel Sanders, I already forgot their names, whoever they are, Crazy Squares, Toucan Sam, the Pillsbury Dough guy, Pillsbury Dough Boy, whatever, the Sour Patch Kids, and an insanely easy win. I have Wendy, Happy Meal, Chuck E. Cheese, and Mr. Peanut. And in my biggest win, I have Finn with 2 N's from Goldfish Crackers. Thanks for watching. I've made 2 other videos so far, so if you like this one, I recommend going back and watching those. I also would appreciate any subs and likes you have, and if you have any criticism or any positive comments, leave them in the comments. I'll make sure to read them, and I might make a part 2 for this video. Bye!